from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. From the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, goodness. Whoa.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, "The worst passes often lead to the best finishes." And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Oh, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Robert Covington.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Batum in at the 3. And we're watching two highly disciplined defenses. Grant, when you look at them that aren't in that category, where do they usually fall short?
Well, B.A., I call it the 3 C's: commitment, comprehension, and communication. All 3 are needed to defend at the highest level. Now, if you're missing one, it degrades the others.
Booker against George. Shoots from the elbow, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Paul George, too nice from that distance, just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming. How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
George against Booker. Now here's George. Defense is right there. Can't get it to drop. 1:16 left to play in the first. George against Booker. That one no good. Ooh, nice D from George. Here's Batum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shakes him. And George with the layup. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Jackson against Paul. Ayton, a screen on George. Clock at 4. Fires it. They grab their own miss. Shoots a fadeaway. No good, a bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Driving to the basket. Good work defensively by Crowder.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Now here's Paul. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Fires from 14, and he gets the bucket.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
It's all tied in Los Angeles, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And drafted 13th back in 2015, Devin Booker, for years, the lone bright spot in Phoenix. Now he's got some help.
That's what I've been waiting on. Playing competitive basketball, night in and night out. Keep my head down, staying locked in and seeing tunnel vision, trying to play the right way through it all. I want to keep winning basketball games, and we have the culture and the.
Man, Grant, that's got to feel pretty special.
That's so true. I mean, to stick it out and get this organization back on the winning track, that's how legacies are made.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Luke Kennard out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Oh, great D that time from Craig. 1:19 left in the second quarter. Payne with it. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. And there's the drive. Here's Shamet, defended by Kennard. Here's McGee. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It'll go on Luke Kennard.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
JaVale McGee at the line for 2.
And that one drops. So now they lead by 1. And both free throws good for McGee. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Pass to Kennard. And here's Covington. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Payne drives. He gets it in there.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Coffey, defended by Craig. Back to Hartenstein. Fires from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Coach is wanting Luke Kennard to get aggressive with his shots. That's a nice catch and shoot.
The Suns trailing. Outside Payne. Pass to McGee. Sweet little floater. McGee's gotten 4 this quarter.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas to correct moving forward. What have you seen so far?
We had a few breakdowns on defense. We got to recognize personnel. We've given up a few open shots to guys we talked about. We'll be better as we go forward. We got to get out and run, but our defense will help us run more.
It all starts on D. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight is a tight matchup for the Clippers after 2 quarters.
At this point, you feel like they have to attack inside, make the offense more dynamic. Looks like they're not even trying to make things happen in the paint. If you ask me, they're leaving food on the table down there. Kenny, can I have a bite of that?
And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Taking a look at the Clippers. They've played okay, but unfortunately, That's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
There's a 10-second limit on free throw routines, but we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, B.A., I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
And so in the game for the Suns, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well-balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Bridges against Jackson. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jackson. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bridges down low. George defending. And the basket by Bridges.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's George. And the shot goes down. George has got 8 points.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through, and it takes on the contact.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Ayton passes to Paul. Now here's Bridges. Got a hand on it. It's George on the wing. This one for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Coffey in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Jackson down low. He's against Ayton. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Outside Paul. Ayton with a screen. Paul with it. Guarded by Covington. Here's Booker. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Suns lead by 2.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot.
Jackson against Paul. Outside Covington to take the lead. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Calm, cool, and Covington. Big time shot.
Jackson against Paul. Pass to Ayton.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. He's checked in for the Clippers. George comes in for man. Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He wants them to up their intensity. He said, quote, relax in too many areas. If we can muster a consistent effort, we have a chance to capture the lead and never look back. Guys, he sounds very confident playing from behind.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Paul. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Zubac. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Here's George. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Nice move to create space. Just couldn't convert.
Paul against Jackson. Paul passes to Bridges. Count it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
With section wants a t-shirt. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
Cheer. Batum's checked in.
Onto the floor for your coach, Nicholas Batum.
Here's George. Zubac, screen. Lets it go from 11. Oh, no good on the dunk. Oh, it falls!
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
9 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's the Clippers taking the W in a close one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.